The highlight of the dolphin encounter is being able to touch Spinnaker. His body is made up of mostly muscle and feels like hard rubber.
Bye, Spinnaker! And now I'm wearing the traditional Chinese wedding dress. The color red symbolizes happiness and prosperity. You'll notice on my dress, there's a dragon, and that represents the male emperor. The phoenix represents the female empress. And now, all I need is a groom.
We all know about the soothing effects of consuming chicken soup during an ailment, but have you ever heard of drinking gecko soup to cure a cold?
In Chinese herbal medicine, the gecko is good for colds or the flu.
Whistler Alpine Guides provides the average person with a safe and accessible way to experience an authentic mountaineering adventure. It is such a unique opportunity to be able to hike on magnificent glaciers that have existed for thousands of years.
Oh my God! And we're up! So this is amazing. We came to a new location, and within 2 minutes of putting our rod in, we caught another sturgeon. It's huge! So we're gonna call this one Rambo because he was such a fighter.
And there's one place on Vancouver Island that will certainly make you feel even more one with nature.
This is Free Spirit Spheres, one of the most unique places you'll ever stay. This is Tacoma, a Harris hawk. What's interesting is that they hunt in packs, like wolves. It's such an honor to join in the intertribal dance, where everyone's invited to join in.
Just minutes from the Butterfly Gardens is another lovely garden.
Victoria is often referred to as a city of gardens, but there is no other garden more spectacular in the city, and perhaps in the country, than the world-renowned Butchart Gardens. I definitely had a fascinating time here at Butterfly Gardens, and look how many friends I made.
We take about 14 guests at a time comfortably, you know, and then we just tow 2 or 3 skiffs with us, and we go dispersing for prawns, crabs, halibut, and salmon. See one coming up, Susie?
Yes, oh, and I see white spotted prawns. Well, it looks like Leonard picked a great spot because we caught 50 prawns in this trap. Look at the size of these white spotted prawns, and it looks like this one, she's pregnant.
It's so impressive watching a mother and her 2 cubs fishing and feeding on salmon right by the river's edge. Before I encountered any seals, I got to see some of the astonishing marine life in the waters of Snake Island. To be able to witness these incredible rock formations, which have taken thousands of years to form, is truly a mystical and unforgettable experience that I will always remember in my island adventure.
So there are 3 categories of whales: the offshore whales that live deep in the ocean, the transient whales that eat marine mammals, and the resident whales that eat the salmon. This is so exciting as I'm standing beside a 25-meter waterfall at Elk Falls Provincial Park in Campbell River. This is so amazing. You have to come check this out.
One of the most unique places you'll ever stay on the Sunshine Coast, or in BC for that matter, is at the Rockwater Secret Cove Resort. This is a one-of-a-kind resort experience, combining the best of being in the remote wilderness with luxury living. Totem poles are usually carved from red cedar. The First Nations people consider the red cedar as the tree of life and use it to make various carvings and objects. During my visit, Calvin just happened to complete his latest work of art. The fishing industry was an integral part in the development of Prince Rupert. Today, I'll be visiting the North Pacific Cannery, which is the oldest and most preserved cannery village in BC. This cannery was built in 1889 by the North Pacific Canning Company and was operational until 1980. Now, it has become a National Historic Site of Canada, featuring over 30 buildings for visitors to explore.
So we're ready to launch off, and I'm excited and nervous at the same time. I'm ready to go, Steve.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Step, step, run, run, run. Go. Lovely.
Oh my goodness.
Nice run.
That wasn't that fast, Steve.
That was great.
Wow, I can't believe that. Oh, I love it.
Let's get some trees from way out there though.
What a great way to start off the cruise, sailing through a panoramic view of the city of Vancouver.
Cruising westward through Burrard Inlet is a perfect opportunity to admire Vancouver's enchanting landscape. I can see why the city is consistently ranked as one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Featuring spectacular ice caves and stunning waterfalls, this is Lamphlu Glacier. As with all tidewater glaciers, the leading edge is submerged. This glacier rises to 160 feet above water, while 10 to 40 feet remain hidden below.
This is so spectacular. We're so high that the clouds are moving right above my head. I'm standing on 400 feet of ice, and what's interesting is that glaciers are always moving. Take, for instance, Mendenhall Glacier. It actually moves 1.5 feet each day.
Alaskan crab fishing is considered to be one of the most dangerous professions in the world. With a fatality rate that is 90% higher than the average job, extreme caution must be exercised, especially when working with heavy machinery, like this 700-pound crab pot.
There you go, Alaskan king crab.
As I discovered, the Alaskan king crab takes 7 years to reach its legal size of 6.5 inches.
What an amazing feat of engineering. This railway was the product of 4 visionary men, British financing, American engineering, and Canadian contracting. And after 35,000 workers, 450 tons of explosives, and 26 months later came the railway built of gold. What a different adventure I've had today here at the Red Onion Saloon. I've definitely had an eye-opening experience to see the lives of the women working in the oldest profession during the Klondike Gold Rush days. As for me, I think I'll be keeping my day job.
Log on to westcoastadventurestv.com, where you'll find bios, adventure and travel tips, plus streaming videos. All this and more at westcoastadventurestv.com.